might be a bit embarrassing to admit, but often I have no other options than to use the resident's bathroom. That's facts. That's why I usually try to start with the bathroom, even if it doesn't always look like that on video. But today we are definitely starting with the bathroom, so we can use it. Yeah. Sometimes if the bathroom is really, really dirty, but it has to be really dirty that I can't use it. But
oh, fuck no. Hell no. No. I'm holding it. Look, we're taking a trip. No.
Fill up the single turn up. Yeah.
Hey y'all, it's your girl B. I'm back with another video. Okay y'all, this is gonna be a different kind of video, kind of. Like, I know I reacted to Sky cleaning her home, and that made me curious to see like what other people's homes are like. So I typed in cleaning into the YouTube search bar, and this video came up, and I'm gonna react to it. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Please do all the YouTube and social media things for your girl B. Let's go.
hello everyone. This sink right here is the filthiest and smelliest in the world.
Okay, that's like, we're not gonna pretend like that's not nasty. Nope. I am not made for this content.
I promise you, I've never seen anything like this before. And this is the rest of Anton's apartment. And yes, Anton is the tenant's real name. And today you'll get to meet him and even hear his interview. So stay tuned, guys. And guys,
Oh my god, that is so nasty. Okay, what I will say is, lady, if you are cleaning this, you are doing the Lord's work that you live in.
Omi, you know that I can't wait to scrub this beauty. Oh my gosh. Ah, the bathroom looks
Fuck no. Fuck no. This is gross. Like, this is
too. Yes. How about upstairs?
oh my god.
Looking gorgeous. Yes. I wanna dig in. Okay, this is the living room, so there should be a bedroom somewhere. Ooh, a lot of left. Oh, moldy chicken wings. Nice. Ooh, mold everywhere. Oh my, this is the bedroom. Okay guys, let's start by cleaning the bathroom. Because, well, this might be a bit embarrassing to admit, but often I have no other options than to use the resident's bathroom. That's facts. That's why I usually try to start with the bathroom, even if it doesn't always look like that on video. But today we are definitely starting with the bathroom, so we can use it. Yeah. Sometimes if the bathroom is really, really dirty, but it has to be really dirty that I can't use it. But
oh, fuck no. Hell no. No. I'm holding it. Look, we're taking a trip. No.
I'll drive to the nearest gas station, but for example here, we don't have any extra time. So we just have to deal with it. But it isn't that bad, right? And today I'm not cleaning alone because my friend Amos is here with me. And we traveled all the way to Sweden to help Anton and his whole family for free. But here's a plot twist. Anton's story went viral, like super viral in Sweden, because he didn't create the world's dirtiest sink by himself. I mean, he has a crazy story to share, so I'll let him explain everything. But before that, the sweetest thing ever is that my sponsor, Cine Cleaning, sponsored the whole trip to help Anton. I mean, you've probably seen me using their products all the time. They manufacture high quality.
Girl, like, what are you, a plumber too? Kudos to you. Hand clap. Baby, you are going above and beyond.
cleaning tools like
Oh my
brushes,
God.
mops, dusters, and much more.
Oh my God.
And they just launched in Sweden and they are already sold out. Isn't that crazy? Crazy cool.
Not as crazy as
Even
this
though
house.
that really doesn't surprise me at all because I wouldn't just use their products if they weren't the best. Hey, here I'm using a replaceable hair dish brush by Cine. It's kind of soft but still stiff, and it scrubs really well. Because usually brushes are either rock hard or too flimsy to clean anything, and it does matter when you are doing your dishes. It does. Or like me, I'm using a dish brush for my bathroom sink, like here, my shower, like almost everywhere. Every surface that I can wash. Well, you know that if you watched my videos before. But anyway, I just wanted to give a shout out to Cine Cleaning because it's not cheap to fly me all over the world to help people. I mean, rental cars, supplies, food, flights, hotels. It all costs quite a lot, but they also want to do good. They are such a great company, and now you can get their products all over Europe and in the UK, and you can find their store link in the description. And we are working on getting them to the US too, but it's hard.
Oh, I was about to say, like, what about us here in the USA? Okay, we don't get the supplies we need it here. Sky needs it.
Now, guys, I want to tell you Anton's story because it's so interesting. So let's begin. Hello, Anton. How are you? Could you tell me a bit about yourself so we can get to know you better?
Yeah, my name is Anton, and I'm a 33-year-old guy from Helsingborg in Sweden. Helsingborg is the city where I currently live and have lived in for several years before. I grew up with my family outside Helsingborg, where my parents and one of my sisters still are living. My younger sister has already moved to Stockholm. I would say I am a happy and social person that likes to hang out with friends, family, and meet new people when I'm free.
Oh.
At the moment, I'm working in a clothing store named Sweet and Tender that my friend owns here in Helsingborg, and I'm helping out there as much as I can. Otherwise, my hobbies are to watch the football club Helsingborg's IF when they play. I like to read and write, travel, and explore new places. I like to get to know new cultures and people.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. And it's great to know a bit more about you than just your age. So, could you tell me what happened here? How did your relatively clean home turn into chaos?
Yeah, so I was going abroad for about a year and a half of work, and I was so excited. It was something that I felt like I really needed at that time of my life. I lived in a two-story house. It wasn't new or anything, but in a really lovely area near the Danish border. Many people from here actually work in Denmark. I had been renting the apartment for about 11 years. I moved in when I was 22, and now I'm 33. I would say my home looks like me, if I can say that. It's cozy here, but I wanted a bit of a change, so I decided to leave Sweden for a while and head to Spain. First, I moved to Barcelona to start study Spanish, and the last year I've been studying a course named International Cooperation. One part of this course was to work for 5 months in an aid organization to volunteer and help different people in the community. I did that in Chile, South America. This was one of the best months of my life. Obviously, I didn't want to leave my apartment sitting empty all that time because I didn't want to pay rent for 2 places. My landlord is a really nice guy who lives nearby, and of course I asked for his permission, and he happily agreed. It seemed like the smart thing to do was to rent it out and help cover the costs while I was away, right?
Yeah, of course, that makes sense. I mean, if you are away for 1.5 years, you obviously don't want to let your apartment sit empty. No.
I'll be so honest. This story is sounding like whoever moved in did all that, ill. And it might have been better if you let that sit. But you know what? I mean, Who wants to play rent in two places? But that is, y'all. Y'all know I'm not made for this content.
And of course, you need a place to return to when you are coming back. So, and if this apartment felt like your home to you, I totally get why you want to rent it out for a little while you are away. But yeah, so where did you find the new tenant?
Hell.
So I started to look for a tenant right away,
Fucking
and
hell.
the process went really smoothly. I actually found someone who seemed completely responsible. He was a guy who worked in Denmark and was earning pretty well. This is a pretty small place, so many people know each other. I met him a few times and he liked my apartment. It helped him commute to Denmark for work on weekdays. We agreed that of course I'd leave all my stuff for him, dishes, sofa, bed, etc. This, of course, turned out to be a terrible mistake. But I didn't know that at the time. I left for Spain in good spirits and gave the guy the key. Naturally, during the first month, I was a bit nervous about whether he'd pay the rent. The rent was the same as mine, so I wasn't profiting from it. I was nervous for no reason, because he paid the rent on time. Well, he had a stable job, and at this point, I had no reason to raise any red flags. I felt confident and good about leaving my place in his hands. I was enjoying my life abroad. For the first part of the rental period, everything was fine. Rent came in on time, there were no complaints or issues. So, of course, I assumed everything was going as expected.
I bet so. Hey, let's take a look upstairs. Because of Anton's crazy story that you are about to hear in a bit. Hey, there's Anton. The story ended up in the national news in Sweden and also in Finland. So there were at least 6 reporters taking pictures of me and the apartment. It was a crazy day. On the first day, there was always someone taking videos, pictures, asking questions. And Anton was there from time to time too, which was nice. And you were supposed to come back home to Sweden.
Yeah, so that's when things started to get strange. So over a year went by and he had paid rent every month, diligently. And we had been in contact from time to time. My work in South America was coming to an end. As the lease was approaching its end, I naturally wanted to check in with the tenant to make sure everything was okay for when I returned. At first, I didn't think much of it when he didn't respond right away. I don't remember the exact days, but I think I texted him on a Monday and hadn't received a reply by Wednesday, I'd say. I thought it was a little strange, and at that point, I started worrying if he had stolen the key or some belongings, or if something had happened to him. I sent several messages, but he didn't respond. I even called, but no messages, no calls back.
Oh, God.
That's when I really started to worry. It was a really unsettling feeling, not knowing what I was going to walk into when I got back. But nothing.
Look, just burn the couch. Burn the couch. Burn it.
Have prepared me for what I actually found.
Okay, that sounds stressful. Like you are coming back home and you don't even know if you are getting in. That must be a really...
Can you imagine living like this, though? Like, the guy was clearly living here like this. Like, what? You're allergic to cleaning. You couldn't pay somebody? Like, what?
Stressful situation. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I had a really late flight home. My plane landed at 11 p.m. and I was home after midnight. By that time, the guy hadn't texted or called me back at all, so I thought he had stolen the key or something. I arrived by taxi at midnight, just nervous about whether the key was in the mailbox, as we agreed when we made the lease agreement. The wave of relief when I found the key in the mailbox was huge. But the real nightmare was still ahead. I opened my apartment door, and the first thing I noticed was this very strange, unpleasant smell. It was dark, and the hallway light didn't work. At first, I didn't see anything unusual, but the first thing that hit me was the smell. It was an odd smell that I did not recognize, but I didn't have time to think about what it was. I tried the bathroom light, but it didn't work either, which was weird because it had always worked fine before. I took out my phone and used the flashlight to head to the kitchen. The first thing I noticed were the huge piles of trash. They were everywhere. The whole place was trashed. There was spoiled food everywhere and even rotting meat. There were bugs, like these little beetles, crawling around the apartment. It was so bad that I couldn't even stay inside for long. I had to step outside to process what I had just seen. I guess the worst part was definitely the sink. It looked like something out of a horror movie. I didn't even recognize my home anymore. The place I had taken care of for years was completely destroyed.
Okay, even though I love dirt and trashes, that sounds horrible.
I'm not gonna lie, that's really messed up to do that to someone. Y'all, this is so messy, but she is doing an amazing. Oh my god, the kitchen. Oh my god, the kitchen. We're gonna fast forward to that, y'all.
I just have to assume something very dramatic had happened to him, right? I mean, no one lives like this if everything is alright. Of course, I may never know or something like that.
You should be embarrassed. Like, if something really did happen still, you could have paid a cleaning crew. I mean, you had the thought process to leave the key, but you didn't have the thought process to clean up. You thought that was okay to do that to someone?
And if that is the case, it's obviously hard not to feel sympathy for him. Just thinking about the things he must have gone through. But at the same time, it doesn't change the fact that my apartment has been destroyed in the process. At this point, I had no idea what to do next. It was a tough situation because, on one hand, you don't want to kick someone when they're down. But on the other hand, I had to deal with the mess that was left behind. His problems really became my problem. It felt so bad that this had happened, and honestly, I did not know how to fix it.
I mean, we can never truly know the truth behind this, but it certainly looks like as soon as he moved into this apartment, he started making a mess here. But I feel like...
I mean, seriously, do y'all see the sink? Man, this gives horror story all over it. It's so nasty.
Intentionally against Anton? I'm pretty sure.
I'm not gonna lie, this does feel malicious. Doesn't it? Do you understand how much time you have to... And he was living there like that. Get the...
About that, because often people suffering from mental health issues looking as clean and put together as possible while their home is in complete disarray. I mean, this tenant looked normal, he was working, he felt like a really nice guy. Wow, that's...
Alright, y'all. I'm gonna fast forward. I want to see the final product.
Here. Oh. So, what were you thinking?
That's
what
a
did
lot
you
of
do?
dirt. Ew.
Well, at this point, the tenant hadn't answered any of my texts, and I honestly have no idea and still have no idea where he is. Somehow, I was able to contact his mother, and I thought that now we're finally getting somewhere. But, of course, she couldn't help us, I guess. She was just trying to protect his son or something, but yeah, that really put us nowhere.
So how about police? Did they do anything or?
As I said, I reported this case to the police, but they canceled my report within a few days because it's something I need to sort out through court, I guess.
Oh yeah, they're probably that's a civil issue and not a criminal. At least that's what it would be here in the United States. It would be civil and not criminal.
Oh, which means...
She did a great job, though.
Thank you so much. There's always competition between Finns and Swedes. Or maybe it's more that Finns try to be like Swedish. Swedes. But hey, at least Finland has the world's best cleaner and Sweden has the dirtiest sink in the world, so I'm not sure who's winning. But one thing is sure, that this home is now clean. Okay guys, now it's time to check out the before and after videos.
Wow.
I feel so good after this cleaning. It's
Wow.
so fresh and stress-free here.
Wow.
I'm so happy
I mean, you
got to
did an
do this
amazing
for
job.
Anton and help him through such a difficult situation. I mean, now he can at least breathe here. And yeah.
Y'all, she did an amazing job. She's doing the Lord work. I couldn't do it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Do all the YouTube and social media things for your girl B. I'm out, y'all. Bye.
Pull up the single turn up. Yeah, yeah.